You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to review Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Yes, it's been a constant request here on the channel. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have asked me about, Planet of the Apes, talk about Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Apes. It's not that I've been ignoring you. It's not that I don't like the movie. I love the first Planet of the Apes. It was fantastic. I even love the original. It's just been a lot of Godzilla stuff going on. And also trying to keep up with Jurassic World and Age of Ultron and, Star Wars. Lots of stuff. Got Game of Thrones. It's been obviously been Godzilla heavy here on the channel. But I could not discuss this trailer. War has already begun. Yes. Yes, it has. First of all, I gotta say, Gary Oldman, such a wonderful actor, but I always like him in a villain role. I mean, he was great as Commissioner Gordon, but man, when he's a villain, he's at his best, in my opinion. He just really excels in the villain role. It's just, I think he enjoys it more. And I can understand that. Playing a villain is fun, I would imagine, because you have no rules. You're doing bad things. You have no rules. You don't have to play by a handbook or anything. You just go out there and you cause chaos. With that said, this trailer, man, I mean, it was amazing. I did see the first one, the teaser that came out some time ago, but this trailer shows a lot more. Cesar has obviously learned to talk quite a bit. He comprehends just fine what's being said to him, and he's teaching. And they've built a community. And, the amazing thing is that I love how this movie seems to be portraying the apes as, faces. They seem like the good guys. And they're not starting trouble. They have their own home. They're doing their own thing. Caesar still seems to contain some of the values taught to him by, and I can't remember James Franco's character's name from the first movie, but all the things that he taught him about home and family, and you see that they kind of flash back to that, and it still means a lot to him, and that's something he tries to convey to his people, his apes, I shouldn't say people, but because the humans obviously think, or at least Gary Oldman seems to be convincing people that the virus that, what he says in the trailer, took them 4 years to deal with and mitigate, they were the cause of it when they weren't. And, it's really different. It's really different from when you look at some of the older movies. Like even the one with Mark Wahlberg, they were portrayed as villainous and using humans as slaves and things like that. And even in the older movie, they were not displayed as being good. Where in this movie, they seem to be, I don't want to say good, but like, they just don't want to be, they don't want to be bothered. They don't have a problem with man. They're not trying to start stuff with man. At least that's how it appears to me in the trailer. How that turns out in the movie, that's a whole different ball of wax. But they seem to be making it pretty evident that the gorillas and the apes are not the issue here. They're not starting trouble. They weren't the reason for the virus outbreak. And they're not trying to start anything with man. But Gary Oldman seems to be having a he seems to be convincing people that they are the problem and they need to be taken care of. So, and the scenes in the movie look great. I mean, there's a lot of apes. That scene where I believe it's Caesar like crawling over the flagpole, man, those were a lot of apes. And then they're riding horses. They got guns. He can talk. Whether or not we'll see any other apes talk in the movie remains to be seen. But I'm pretty sure at some point later on in the movie, you'll start getting a couple of more apes speaking, English and trying to communicate. And you can see that, there are a set of humans that are trying to have a peaceful interaction with the apes, trying to, live and let live. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. Not with Gary Oldman, not while he's around. And, they show a picture of Gary Oldman looking at what I believe probably his son. So I'm going to assume that his son maybe died from the virus, and because of that, that's what sparked that urge to get rid of the apes, thinking that they're the reason the virus is around. It looks like a fantastic movie. Again, this year, we've spoken tons and tons of Godzilla here. We've touched on X-Men. We've already gotten Spider-Man. We've already gotten Captain America and some other movies. But boy, it keeps getting better and better. You still got, obviously, we got Godzilla next week, X-Men the week after, Planet of the Apes is coming up, Transformers is coming up, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming up, Interstellar. There's just tons and tons of movies. So, but no, I did not forget Planet of the Apes, everybody. I am a very, very big fan of the series. I did like the one with James Franco that came out a couple of years ago. I thought that was a great movie. This one looks to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited about it. I know you guys are. So we'll talk some Planet of the Apes as we go forward and March to July. I'm sure there'll be plenty of more trailers for us to look at least a couple of more. So we'll see what happens. But trailer was fantastic. A lot of great scenery. I like the story. I like the way they're portraying the apes as just, even though they're more intelligent, even though they seem to be doing things more capable of an average ape that we know, they're not. They almost seem more civil than the humans, which is crazy when you think about it. So I like the way they're kind of portraying the story right now. I really like it. It looks really good. I'm excited about it. So anyway, guys, what do you think? What do you think about the two trailers? There was also an international one that came out shortly after the other trailer, and it's pretty much more or less the same. I think maybe one or two new shots. It's definitely spliced up a little bit differently, but nonetheless, both great trailers. Looks like a fantastic movie, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.